RHOBH viewers slam latest cast trip, budget must be really low this year. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills ventured off on their first cast trip of season 14 during the most recent episode, and we think it's fair to say everyone expected something a bit more lavish. The episode started with Kathy Hilton dropping off suitcases to Garcelle Beauvais, Erika Jayne, Dorit Kemsley, Kyle Richards, Sutton Stracke, Bozoma St. John, and Jennifer Tilly. While there was initial confusion about why Kathy was showing up at their homes, everyone quickly learned she had invited them on a weekend trip to Oceanside, California. The trip served as the perfect opportunity for the women to regroup and come to terms with the changes in their lives, but it was less sparkly than the past trips the series featured. At one point, a Tom Cruise lookalike was drafted in to take photos with the ladies, which seemed more symbolic of the trip because it felt like production didn't want to push the boat out and throw money at the show. Of course, we know that RHOBH's ratings are down this season, so perhaps producers are scaling back the show's budget to keep it on the air. Either way, viewers were not impressed with the location choice and took to Dorit's Instagram page to voice their confusion. RHOBH viewers sound off on the cast trip. Oceanside, huh? Budget must really be low this year, said a fan using many laughing emojis. Please, said another one in response to the above comment, complete with some laughing emojis. My thoughts exactly. No one goes to Oceanside, a third viewer declared. LMAO, my thoughts too, a fourth viewer chimed in, while another questioned, what's wrong with the ladies going to Oceanside? It's changed a lot. It's very nice now, the fan reasoned. Meanwhile, a viewer unfamiliar with Oceanside wanted to know more about the location. While the trip didn't resonate with viewers, we're sure the high drama did. Kyle and Dorit can't stop arguing on RHOBH season 14. Kyle and Dorit argued for a third time this season as the pair duked it out over who's been the worst friend. But Dorit, who has been so activated this season, ended the episode by screaming at her former friend because of their fraught relationship. The episode ended on a cliffhanger, and something tells us that this argument is just beginning. The big issue is that the series is putting all stock in this feud, and it's already starting to wear thin, which doesn't bode well for the rest of the season. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is no stranger to extravagant trips, private jets, luxury accommodations, and feuds as sparkling as the diamonds the ladies wear. Over the years, fans have grown accustomed to the lavish escapes that add an extra layer of drama to the already dramatic lives of Beverly Hills elite. However, the latest season's cast trip left viewers more stunned than the aftermath of an Erika Jayne mic drop moment. But this time, the shock wasn't from the drama, it was from the lack of opulence. Social media lit up as soon as the episode aired. From Twitter to Reddit, Bravo fans united in disbelief. Is this RHOBH or Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? One tweet jabbed, comparing Beverly Hills' supposed decadence to the often low-key outings of other franchises. Budget must be really low this year, another fan wrote, sharing a side-by-side image of the cast sipping drinks in plastic cups compared to past seasons' yacht parties. The scene of the crime. The episode began with the cast, Kyle Richards, Erika Jayne, Garcelle Beauvais, Sutton Stracke, Crystal Kung-Minkoff, and Dorit Kemsley, packing their bags for what was supposed to be a fun getaway. Teasers promised a trip to Lake Arrowhead, a picturesque mountain destination just a couple of hours outside Los Angeles. While Lake Arrowhead has its charm, fans quickly pointed out that it's a far cry from exotic locations like Dubai or the French Riviera, where past RHOBH vacations have taken place. The trip's underwhelming vibe began when the ladies arrived at their rental home. It wasn't a sprawling estate with sprawling ocean views, infinity pools, and marble countertops. Instead, it was a cozy cabin with rustic decor and a distinct Airbnb aesthetic. I think my uncle's lake house looks fancier than this, Garcelle quipped in her confessional, her trademark wit softening the blow of what viewers were thinking. Even Dorit, known for her impeccable taste and flair for drama, struggled to hide her disappointment. It's quaint, she said, forcing a smile as she inspected the modest kitchen. But where's the glam room? Sutton, on the other hand, didn't hold back. I didn't fly private to share a bathroom, she declared. A low-budget itinerary. The lack of luxury didn't end with the accommodations. Fans were quick to criticize the activities planned for the trip. Gone were the helicopter rides, designer shopping sprees, and Michelin-star dining experiences. Instead, the women were treated to paddle boating and a campfire dinner. To make matters worse, the meal was catered by a local diner instead of a private chef, with hot dogs and s'mores as the centerpiece. Not Sutton eating a hot dog while wearing couture, a fan commented on Instagram, sharing a freeze frame of the scene. This is not what we signed up for, another chimed in. The group activity for the next day was a nature hike, a stark contrast to the adrenaline-pumping dune bashing in Dubai or ziplining through Costa Rican jungles. Crystal, always the voice of reason, tried to rally the group. It's about bonding, not the destination, she said. But her sentiment fell flat when Erica sarcastically replied, says the one who packed Gucci hiking boots. The drama, or lack thereof. One saving grace of a good RHOBH trip is the inevitable drama that erupts when the ladies are forced to coexist in close quarters. This trip, however, seemed to fizzle out even on that front. Without the usual distractions of luxury and high stakes, the cast appeared more subdued than usual. Fans speculated that the lack of tension was due to unresolved storylines from earlier in the season. Kyle's ongoing marital troubles with Mauricio and her rumored closeness with country singer Morgan Wade were barely touched upon. Instead, Kyle spent most of the trip pretending to enjoy paddleboarding while quietly scrolling through her phone during downtime. She's not even trying anymore, a Reddit user observed. Kyle usually stirs the pot on these trips. Now she's just there. Meanwhile, Erica, who typically thrives on being the center of attention, seemed disinterested. I'm just here for the paycheck, she joked to the camera, but fans noted a lack of her usual fire. Even Dorrit and Sutton's playful bickering felt forced. This trip has no energy, one fan tweeted. It's like watching a bad community theater production. Bravo's budget woes? The most talked about aspect of the episode wasn't the cast or the drama but the apparent decline in production quality. Fans theorized that Bravo's budget cuts were to blame for the uninspired trip. Ever since the pandemic, these trips have gone downhill, one commenter wrote. Remember when they went to Italy? Now it's Lake Arrowhead? Others pointed out that Bravo seems to be investing less in flagship franchises like